Hey, it worked.
Woo! All right.
Lousy internet notwithstanding, it actually worked.
Oh, we've got 4 people.
Already? That's impressive.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, internet. How's it going? Oh, we actually have a decent picture, too, so that's nice.
Good.
Well,
good,
we have
good.
3 people because I'm one.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Yeah.
But still.
Well, hi.
Hi.
It's nice seeing you today.
It's been a day of doing a lot of this.
Yeah, she seems nice. I might ask her out sometime.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking Siren of the Sea. This is by Pelican Brewing. I loved it originally because of the name. That just sounds dope. And then I saw who brewed it, and I have a lot of fond memories from visiting Pelican Brewing. They're in Cannon Beach, Oregon. Technically edible.
It's good.
It's okay. Their service is fine. Their beers are good. Their beers are really good. And so I saw this one, and I thought, well, shoot, I should go that. This is an amber ale aged in Clonakilty whiskey barrels.
What are those?
I don't know. It's when you have one kitty and you clone it, and then you have multiple kitties, presumably. At any rate, it's aged in whiskey barrels, so it can't possibly be that bad.
No.
So I am going to give this a try and see how it is. Also, a PSA for everybody out there. At Total Wine, it is that season again. You can now buy Dogfish Head's 120-minute IPA.
Surprised you didn't get that.
I was this close. I had it in hand, and I walked around the store with for a little while, and I thought, it's just not quite what I'm in the mood for right now.
Yeah.
So it's going to be there for a while. It just showed up. So if you have never had Dogfish Head's 120-minute IPA, it is the only IPA worth having. It is so smooth. I can rant about it later. It is truly a fantastic work of creation. Very, very similar to Schmebulok, which comes out for our summer ween.
Yeah, I was going to say, Schmebulok is
Schmebulok,
an IPA.
Schmebulok was made in the style of Dogfish Head's 120-minute IPA, and they come across similarly. But
is it worth having?
Oh, yeah. Schmebulok is...
You said 120-minute was the only one worth having.
The only not Bardic IPA worth having, yes. So... Of course, I jest. There are plenty of other good IPAs out there, but
you gotta poke.
I do have to poke a little bit. If they're not man enough to poke back or woman enough to poke back, then tough. So let's see here. I can smell it from here. I don't even have to get up close to it. This thing has. I'm getting the barrel.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate. Oh yes. That's just.
Oh wow.
That's nice.
You're getting like bits of cherry in there.
Yeah, cherry, a little bit of smoke. Oh, that's smooth. There's nothing harsh about that at all. It's just kind of buttery smooth across the board.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's not hardly bitter. It's not too sharp. It's not too tart. It's not too tangy. It's
really well balanced, but with a lot of goodness.
It finishes off like you just ate a caramel, but not mouth being all sticky and sweet and everything else.
Yeah, there's a nice little fire burn. In the back.
Tiny, but
not overwhelming.
I would strongly recommend this. So, Siren of the Sea by Pelican Brewing, available at Total Wine. I would strongly recommend this one. It is really, really nice.
What's the ABV on it?
A lot.
What's the ABV on it?
10.7.
Oh.
Not nearly as high as 120-minute IPA's 16.6 this year. That one varies. It goes everywhere from 15 to 20. Depending on the year. Not unlike my own stuff. So
I mean, I get that with the burn.
Yeah. I don't get the burn as much myself, but I'm just used to it. So what did I get you?
You got me Union Hill's LE Sweet hard cider. So Union Hill is a fantastic cider house in East Wenatchee. The
East is important.
I've been told. Well, I mean, it's like Spokane Valley.
Yeah. Do you live in Spokane? No. I live in Spokane Valley. I live in East Wenatchee.
But I've talked about them before. I partnered with them before, actually. Great people. They were orchardists before they started making cider professionally. So they got the hookup on the apples.
These guys know their apples.
Yeah. Let's see. This one. Oh, it's Golden Delicious, Red Delicious, and Porter's Perfection. Yum.
The Porter's Perfection, what would you say that probably adds?
That's gonna add in a really nice tannic note to it.
Kind of that bite.
Because, well, the Golden Delicious will add tart.
Mm.
The Red Delicious will add sweet. And then the Porter's Perfection will, I think, kind of round it out. So it's not just tart, sweet, and nothing. Because
Nice.
the delicious, the Red and Golden Delicious apples, I mean, Red Delicious, like, think of an apple, that's what you got. It's the kind of crappy apple they gave you in school hot lunches.
Crapple.
Yes. And Golden Delicious are, I think, better than Red Delicious, but they're kind of in the same family. This one's just more like Granny Smith apples. But they're both pretty one note, good for blending or good for very specific uses like applesauce or pies.
Or pictures.
Or pictures, yes. So yes, I think the Porter's Perfection will add the complexity to balance the whole thing out.
Nice.
Make it round. Let's see if I'm right.
There's a nice smooth crack on that can.
Yes.
That's not important in the least.
It's a beautiful color.
Oh, it is. I will say, just visually speaking, everything I have ever seen from them is gorgeous. Those guys, they don't do anything halfway. It's like, we've got 9 million acres of this one apple.
We're going to use it.
We're going to use it. We've got this, 4-story high fermentation tank and, blah, blah, blah.
That is beautiful.
That's gorgeous. That's like looking at a star field from the backside. Wow.
I've never had anything from Union Hill that wasn't quality. Not everything they make is necessarily my personal preference, but it's all been quality.
Yeah, you can't hardly go wrong with Union Hill.
Oh.
And we do need to visit them again. They're so nice.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as sweet as I expected, considering it's a sweet cider.
They do tend towards the dry side of things. So I would expect something sweet from them to be dryish sweet.
It's delicately sweet.
Oh, beautiful subtle aroma. It smells like apples.
Yeah.
Cider, anyway.
I really get the porters on the nose.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. It's lovely.
That has echoes of Mystery Hack.
Yes, yeah.
With just a little bit of a whole lot of other in there.
Yes.
They really captured the apples in that one.
They
that one's
really
nice.
Do. They really do.
Yeah, Union Hill does a phenomenal job.
It's odd that nobody's said anything yet.
But nobody's also said anything on our phone, therefore.
Well, no, I'm wondering if chat is just weird. Can you put a comment in chat on your phone?
I could put a comment on chat here and see if it works on my phone.
Okay.
We're going to say
hi.
Hello.
Oh, there's Glenn. Hi, Glenn. Okay, cool.
Yes. You don't know, but sure thing. Comment. Hey, huzzah. This works great.
Thank you.
Technology.
Sorry, our comment section every once in a while just goes wonky and nobody can post anything. And so I'm always worried, people are trying and we're not saying anything.
We're talking to a ring light and no one's seeing us.
Well, no, because at least 3 people are seeing us.
That's true. It's like, who do you blame? Do you blame Google? Do you blame Comcast? I mean, there's ups and ups to both.
All right. You brewed this week, right?
I did?
Yes, because it was the week before that you did clean up.
I absolutely brewed this week. Oh, I remember what I brewed this week. It's
been a long weekend.
Been a very long week today. So I remember what I brewed. It was a doozy of a beer too. Should I talk about that now?
Yes, you shall.
I just rebrewed Relics, which, that is my Scotch ale, if you'll recall. That one, so fun. There's a Scottish ale and there's a Scotch ale. A Scottish ale is a little bit lighter bodied. It's easy drinking. You can crush 2-3 of those. You'll be just fine. Nessie, absolutely. Nessie we did a while back. A Scotch ale is the much, much heavier, much higher, much stronger, richer version of that. This would be the one you have with dinner, or perhaps the one you have with a nice cigar after dinner if you're into that. It's that level, which should come as a great shock to nobody.
Who's surprised?
Oh no. So this one's going to probably come in at around 10.3%, give or take. Could be as high as 12. Probably isn't going to be. It's probably going to finish off pretty sweet. the fun thing about relics is normal. Okay, so this is like the most horrible beer 101. This is beer 99. This is even 101. This is how beer is made. Crush up a bunch of grain, steep it in water, not unlike a tea, drain the water off the grain, boil it, add hops, beer happens.
Grain tea.
Grain tea. Fermented grain is grain tea that's gone bad.
No, it's
basically
grain kombucha.
No, because kombucha is open air fermented, which avoids alcohol. But anyway,
yeah.
Yes, it's grain tea that's gone bad, basically. In this, and so that's normally what you do. You steep in the grain, you drain it off, you boil it. In this, don't.
Sorry.
In this case with relics, I start to drain the liquid off the grains. And so it's this dark, rich mahogany, just a beautiful color. But then I stop. And I stop about 5% of the way through. Then I take the liquid that I've drained off and I boil that sucker down till it's just a thick, caramely syrup. And you're looking at it, not boiling like a liquid anymore. It's bubbling like a caramel. It's just, you look down there and you go, oh my, that's a thing down there. It might be alive. And then you drain off all the rest of the liquid and you make beer like normal. And so you basically have beer caramel inside your beer. And it's all the same. Beer caramel. And it's all the same thing.
Beer caramel.
Probably could make beer caramel, actually. That'd be worth trying. That'd be a long process, but
I wonder if you could put spent grain in it.
A spent grain beer caramel.
Kind of like a peanut brittle, except it's
spent grain beer caramel peanut brittle.
Well, no, I said it's kind of like peanut brittle.
No, make it all at once. You actually put peanuts in.
Yeah.
You actually spent grain and the beer caramel. So it might as well be us. So anyway, that's how Relics is made. It is an outrageous. It is something that is just smoky and sweet.
Complex.
It is extremely complex going on in there. So I just brewed that on Thursday.
Yay.
So that's going to be coming out when it's done, when we actually can figure out how to keg it. And that's a problem we're going to have to solve here, but that's a behind the curtain problem. That's you guys don't have to worry about problem. That is future us problem. So we'll cross that bridge. But yeah, there's that. And we do have more brewing news, but I think it's more Bardic brewing news. So okay. I think we can share that one after the fact. What's the hot take on cider right now?
I mean, it's pretty much the same as last week. I've got a whole bunch of stuff fermenting. I've got a couple of things that are not fermenting anymore.
Those things are ready.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Those are ready to be turned into things.
Yes, which I need to do.
That would be great.
That should happen this week. I know one of them is slated for MD.
One is slated for MD. One is slated for Saber of Windu.
Saber of Windu. Okay. Means we need to go get tea.
Oh. Revival Tea Company, if you're watching.
We're so sorry.
It's our bad.
We were going to come get this weekend and get it, and we did not.
I know your massive warehouse can hold it, but sorry.
Yeah. I ordered 7 pounds of tea for Saber of Windu. And then 4 pounds of tea for 4 pounds of tea for Saber of Windu, 7 pounds for Mana Potion. And then the extra pound also for Mana Potion of a different variety.
Shall we put that into context with some fun math?
Fun math. Go for it.
Your average tea bag is 3 grams.
How many grams are in a pound?
8 of those are going to make an ounce. 16 of those 8 are going to make a pound. So right offhand, you're looking at 58 or so. 6 times 8 is 48. 8 plus, 128. 128 tea bags.
So that's
per
like
pound.
That's like 6 tea boxes.
I mean, you're talking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tea bags.
Yep.
Yeah, it comes in a bag this big.
Yes.
It's so
That's
cool.
why I buy it by pounds.
Which I should make crewman number 6 again.
You should make crewman number 6 again.
Our hilariously paltry 5 pounds of tea is nothing compared to crewman number 6. Do you want to know how much tea I used when I made crewman number 6 last time?
Didn't you get up to 20 pounds?
23 pounds of tea. It was this big. It was literally the size of a medicine ball and weighed about as much as a medicine ball.
Yeah.
That was a...
That's like a medium-sized wet dog.
Why wet? Why a wet dog?
Because
It's a medium-sized dog. Does it have to be a wet dog?
wet dogs are heavier.
Could just be a slightly bigger medium-sized dog, but no, it had to be
it's gotta
wet.
Be
So I guess crewman number 6 will be shaking itself all over my brewery next time.
It's done that kind of stuff before.
Take the tea bag and just swing it over my head. 40 pounds of wet tea flinging all over the walls. Wouldn't be the first time. Anyway.
Yes, you should do that. The last time you made it, did you add the juniper?
I did not, because I could not get my hand. No, I added the juniper. I didn't add the
jasmine?
Possibly jasmine. I think it was jasmine. There was something that didn't get added last time.
You've made it twice since you and Thomas came up with
made it once since Thomas and I.
You've made it twice.
Once.
We've had it on the board twice. You've made it twice. And both times you were missing some component.
Not it.
All right. A child's alarm on their phone went off for a third of a second.
And then it didn't.
Yeah. Well,
I only remember making it once.
I'm pretty darn sure you've made it twice.
I would guarantee I made it once.
I would guarantee you've made it once as well.
Anyway.
Yes. So.
Yeah, I should make it again.
Yes, you should.
That sucker was rich and complex and tart. It was the closest I've ever come to a sour.
Yes.
I would say, if anybody ever came in and said, do you have a sour? I would say, technically, no, but you gotta try this one.
Yes. I was eyeballing Wendy.
I mean, she does that to us all the time.
And well, she was eyeballing me.
So anyway,
yes.
All that to say, cider news, good? Yes.
Yeah, cider news is good.
Fantastic. All the fermenters are full.
Yes.
As God intended.
Yep. I do need to check the ones that are fermenting. I suspect that they are, if not done, really close.
When I checked them, they were about, I'd say 95% done.
Yeah. So. Sometimes though they can kind of like take their own sweet time.
Linger on that last few little bit. Yeah.
But yeah, so what's coming out from this whole batch that I'm doing, Saber of Windu, MD, Health Potion, Mana Potion, and Up is Down. Oh, and then some Cursed Castle as well. So
that's going to be so great.
It's going to be a good lineup.
It's going to be really great.
I'm really excited. I think I've kind of figured out or settled into almost the pattern, I guess, of cider making that is going to work for now. Of
Health Potion and
yes. Of filling up 4 of my fermenters and leaving one so that whenever I finish fermenting, I can get the juice off of the must, or
lees?
not must, the lees. Get the must off of the lees, which is all the yeast and stuff that is dropped out. So that I'll just continuously have this rotation going. I think that's going to be the way forward with pressing.
It's going to make some mighty fine stuff.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. What Bardic news do we have?
Well, I don't know. We are happy to announce that we have hired an assistant brewer who will also be occasionally helping out in the tap room.
Yeah.
So his name is Andrew. He is the sweetest, most soft-spoken guy you've ever met.
Nice guy. Super chill.
Super chill. Really great helper. Phenomenal
really excited.
Worker. Oh, yeah. He is so jazzed about the brewing scene. He did help me brew Sila. Yes. So the Ukrainian Belgian Tripel that we have on tap right now, he helped brew. And he was a phenomenal helper. That brew day went so smooth and so quick. It was a good brew day. So he is now joining the team as assistant brewer, and you'll be seeing him around the tap room occasionally. And shall we announce the? Yes. Okay. You will also in the coming weeks potentially be seeing him on our new Sunday hours. We are finally going to be opening Bardic up on Sundays.
Yep.
We ourselves will be there, briefly, just while we help him get the ropes, get things up and running.
And we figure out what the workload is going to look like,
We have
because
no
we don't
clue
want
what
to hand this over to him and be like, good luck. And
best of luck to you, kiddos. Here's the deep end swim.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you'll be seeing us there for a while anyway. But, yes, our new Sunday hours, they will be from noon to 6.
Yep.
So just in time. Just in time for lunch. Is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Not in time for anything else.
Yes. But. This won't be happening immediately. We want to make sure we really strive to treat our employees well, because we love them and want to keep them.
Yeah, they do a phenomenal amount for us.
Yeah.
It is the least we can do to set them up for absolute success in every way we possibly can.
And so we want to make sure that we've trained Andrew sufficiently in tap room so that he can run it solo, probably at least for a while.
Depending on the load.
Yeah.
So this is not going to be a this week thing. This is probably not going to be a next week thing. But coming up soonish will be Bardic Sundays.
Yep. And I'm hoping within a month. We'll see.
Yeah, seems reasonable enough considering how much he's there.
Yeah.
But you're here for a date? Get behind the bar. You're drinking water tonight.
Yeah, no, that's not what we're going to do to him.
No, that's right. You said treat them well.
Yes. But we're super excited to have him as part of the Bardic team.
Yep, definitely a good addition to the team. The rest of the team loves him.
Yep.
So that's also important to us.
We had a staff meeting on Friday, which
I love our staff meetings.
Yes, consists of going to an escape room and then actually going and having
doing work.
But yeah, so he was a huge help in the escape room, which is I don't know. I feel like escape rooms are a really fun way to kind of test the waters as a team.
Yeah, get out of your shell a little bit.
You gotta work together, else it doesn't work.
But it's also a game.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But yeah, we succeeded in getting out with 14 minutes.
12 and a half minutes
12
left.
and a half minutes.
Yeah. On one of the most complex games they have there.
Yeah.
And
Nailed
it.
Yes. So. No. I think that's taproom news.
I think that's basically taproom news.
Charcuterie. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, there's a fun thing.
Yeah.
If you have ever been to Leavenworth, which if you've not, I highly recommend it.
Highly recommend it.
Plan on 2-3 days there. There is some amazing food options.
Yep.
There's some fantastic drink
hiking.
options. There's great hiking, great trails, trails.
Great little shopping places. They have a Christmas shop year round.
Yes, it's just a fun, relaxed date place.
If you're looking, cool. If you want to go and you want to do Airbnb, come talk to us. I will tell you who to go with. Yeah, they were incredible.
There is a great Airbnb place within walking distance of the main drag there.
Yeah, we drove in. Obviously, we went a few weeks ago. We drove in, didn't get in the car until we left.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it was fantastic. But at any rate, there's a great little cured meat store there. They basically provide all of the cured meat and cheese for the whole town. These guys are great. You go to any restaurant, it's thus and such by Cured. Thus and such by Cured.
Mm-hmm.
Cured is the name of the company. And so we went in there to visit because they have great stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We weren't about to pass that up. And we just casually mentioned that we had our own place here in Spokane and wondered if they had a wholesale
because it's free to ask.
Yeah, it's unlikely that they had some side deals with all the restaurants only in Leavenworth.
Yeah,
they probably have a wholesale gig going on. So we asked them and said, yeah, absolutely, talk to this guy, he'll get you set up. I talked to that guy, sure enough, he got us set up. So very soon boards and Merc pizzas could start seeing stuff made actually in Leavenworth. So
yep.
And their stuff is so good. Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And we love
the Capicolo is just we got to get that one back. Maybe a little bit extra for here at home.
We love working with Merc.
Best people.
A huge selection, customer amazing. Their product, we have never gotten a product that was what?
Murray's is a solid 11 out of 10 across the board. I would recommend them to anyone.
But they are from New York, so that they overnight stuff to us, and we're kind of aware of the additional cost of that.
There's that.
But so being able to get something from someplace so close would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
So having those
Especially
two together,
it's made so
Yeah.
close. It's not like it's made cross seas or elsewhere, gathered at Murray's and then sent to us. It's made 3 hours from here,
yeah.
right there in Leavenworth. So
So we're excited.
yeah. Plus
Yeah.
it's so yummy.
Yeah.
So that's super duper exciting.
Yeah.
There's more fun behind the scenes stuff with grain, but blah blah blah. That's behind the curtain stuff.
Well, what do we have for charcuterie this week? Do you remember?
Yes, for charcuterie this week we have a little bit of the bresaola left. That is the
tiny bit.
Yeah, that is the whole muscled salami that they then age in like an Italian wine or something like that.
Mhm.
It's really
delicious.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's truly fantastic. Following up on the heels of that, we have a pancetta.
Rolled pancetta.
All pancetta is rolled, but this
Not
one,
all pancetta.
every pancetta we have ever had is rolled.
We didn't.
They're all the little twisty do.
Not all of
Have you
them.
ever had a flat pancetta?
Yes.
When?
We ordered it. We had it on for a while.
Correct. 90% of the pancetta we've ever had
Yes.
is a rolled pan. This is the pancetta that you go to Fred Meyer and you say, hey, look, it's pancetta, i.e. it's in a circle.
Except higher
Except
quality.
this stuff is dope. This stuff is so good. So that is what is on its heels, is a rolled pancetta.
Oh.
It's almost ham-like.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that overly salty, dry beef jerky flavor to it.
Yeah.
It's almost ham-like. It's really pleasant. You can put that stuff in an omelet all day long, and it goes.
Speaking of omelets, the cheese.
Yeah,
we have not done this yet, but we have a cheese that I really want to put in an omelet.
What if we took this train and pushed it off its rails and hoped for another track right next to it? Love you.
Love you.
One of the next cheeses we have, look what you've done to me, woman. One of the next cheeses we have is called Cotswold. It's a yellow cheddar cheese, except this one is infused with all kinds of chives and green onions and all kind of great herbaceousness.
Yeah.
You really get like the chives and green onions, like hardcore. This is the cheese to put in an omelet or a baked potato.
Yeah.
Hands down.
On
its own, it's pretty good. It's very chive green oniony. But you slap that thing on a Merc.
It was described very well as tasting like cheddar broccoli soup.
Oh yeah, I guess I could see that.
I mean, it's not broccoli because it's chives and green onion, but you get that same
cheddar
vibe.
Greenery.
Yeah.
This is probably the strongest not cheese flavored cheese we've ever had.
Yeah.
And it goes phenomenally on the Merc pizza.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think it's great on its own too.
It's like if you don't like veggies on your pizza, but you kind of think you might want to like veggies on your pizza, but you don't really. This is the cheese to put on there.
This is your gateway cheese.
Yeah, this is your gateway cheese because you get the enjoyment of that without actually committing.
Yes.
And then we also still have the Cabo Romero, better known as the duck fat cheese.
Yay.
It is a goat's milk cheese. I was mistaken. I thought it was sheep's.
Oh.
Turns out it's goat.
Goat milk.
Except this isn't the crappy goat milk that you get in the store that tastes like goat hair.
You would never know this was goat milk if you didn't say anything.
You would have no idea. You would think this is creamy nectar of the gods, is it not? That they then rolled in duck fat and rosemary. So I mean, I don't know.
Again, excellent on the Merc.
Oh, excellent on the Merc, excellent on its own.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little toothpick. Just keep enjoying your evening all night long. And it seems like we had one other cheese.
The Yay Toast.
Ah, the Yay Toast. That one's a thing.
It pairs really well with the Cobra Romero.
The Cabo Romero, it does pair very well with that. Or apples. It pairs very well with apples. So this stuff is dark brown, almost like a caramel, which is hilarious because it is actually caramel. It's like caramel cheese.
Yeah.
They take the milk, the whey, they caramelize it. They reduce it down. They boil it so hot and heavy for so long that it starts to turn brown, just like caramel.
Yep.
And then they turn it into cheese. This stuff, it's straight. You could mistake it for caramel.
You absolutely could. Yeah.
It kind of has the texture of cheese.
Yeah.
But then
it's not as sweet.
A soft cheese.
Yeah,
really
it's not
cheese.
quite as sweet as caramel.
It's dang close.
But it's got it's caramely.
It's caramel without the guilt.
Yeah.
If you're into guilting yourself over food, which is dumb, but
Yeah.
if you're trying to kind of kick the sugar back to the curb a little bit, but you can still kind of want the caramel, you grab this cheese.
Yes.
And then you're nomming on cheese, which that's just a
Yum.
win. Anyway, this thing is so great.
Really, really good.
It pairs very well with the Cabo Romero, everything else.
Yeah, we don't have a ton of it left.
No, we have very, very little of it. We can get a bunch more.
Yeah.
We just don't have much of it right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the Merc stuff. And
yep,
man,
we got some good stuff.
Good times.
Good times. Events.
Yeah.
So
Coming up here very, very... Oh, did you want to talk about them?
You've talked about everything else.
Why don't you talk about them? I'm going to drink.
So events coming up. We've got trivia tomorrow at 6:30. It is tabletop gaming theme. So board games, RPG games, card games, anything you play on a table that's not like strictly electronic.
According to Google, which game ends when your sister accuses everybody of cheating, flips the board, and storms out of the room?
That is an actual response.
It's correct. It is an actual Google stole it from somebody response.
Yes. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Then this upcoming Saturday is the Bourbon and Bacon event. So again, that is the kids and teens closet. It's raising funds for kids and teens closet. So that's providing clothes to underprivileged kids and teens. So, it's one less thing that they have to worry about. You can still buy tickets. Tickets are a little bit cheaper now than at the door, just by like $10. You can get the ticket that will get you access to everything, or you can get the DD tickets that will get you access to all of the food and non-alcoholic drinks. That
Both
one's obviously
are
a
winner
little less.
Tickets.
Yeah.
Both tickets make you a winner.
Yes. Finally, remember on air what where it's at. It's at the Historic Flight Museum out at Phelps Field. So we will post a link after the live so that you guys can get tickets if you want to. We would love to see you out there. It's from noon to 4 on Saturday. So
yep.
we
will have more information in the tap room, or we will have this information in the tap room.
Yes.
We've struggled to call it to mind past few days, but we'll have it there for you. So.
Well, it's up on the board, so we've been asked.
Yeah.
But we will be bringing Raven Master Ish and Health Potion. So that's what you will get from our booth.
Yep. So we wanted to bring something that would introduce people to Bardic without mowing them to the ground. Like, here's this 20% whatever.
I mean, we'll wait till the Vista Stadium.
First, you reel them in.
Then coming in June 22nd, which is a Wednesday this year, we will be celebrating Summerween. I'm super excited.
Summerween is rad.
Yes, the kids are excited as well. So it's Halloween and summer, basically. So we'll have costume contests. We will have jack-o'-melon coloring contests because we're not handing knives to drunk people. Jack-o'-melon, what is that?
You know how you carve a pumpkin? Imagine carving a watermelon. Now imagine having a picture of a watermelon that you colored as if you had carved it because you've had a beer or a cider and we're not giving you a knife.
Yes.
That's what it is.
So there will be all I could think of was
Jack-o'-melon coloring contest.
Coloring contest. There we go.
Mine is stronger than yours. I don't know what your problem is right now.
Words are my problem.
Words are the problem. That's for sure.
So costume contest will have prizes. Coloring contest will have prizes. We will have loser candy all around. So this is a fictitious holiday celebrated in the series Gravity Falls. So if you want to do a little bit of research, go watch it. But there's a monster made up of all the candy that nobody ever wants to eat at the end of Halloween.
Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah. And so they're called loser candy. So we have a whole bunch of that out. And then we release 3 unique drinks. So Mystic Mead is releasing Weird Mageddon again. we were just talking with them, and they are making some adjustments this year.
Ooh.
So they're going to, I'll let them talk about that. I won't give it away. But it's still going to be super cool. Absolutely delicious. Mark is making Schmebulok, which, as you mentioned before, is your kind of play on Dogfish Head's 120-minute IPA.
It is. It's made in a very similar style. It's my own grains. It's my own hops. It's my own basic design, but it's made in that spirit. And so you can expect very similar things, except mine is a little stronger.
Bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration.
And then I make
I made this beer, which sucked all of the energy out of my system.
And then I make Celestibel Bethabel, which is a watermelon cayenne cider. If you have come in and had Zuko recently and enjoyed it, you're going to enjoy Celestibel Bethabel.
More on the smoky side of hot.
Yes. Yep. So if you want to enjoy Zuko, but it's just a bit too much for you, because not all of us like to set their faces on fire, mix it with Health Potion, and the same can be said for Celestibel Bethabel.
Yeah, the watermelon and the strawberry pair very nicely. And I will say the same for Zuko.
Yes.
They really, I mean,
strawberry
hot, I can do. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
But you pair that thing with Health Potion, it's dang nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Be warned though, at least with Zuko, and I don't know for Celestibel Bethabel yet. Zuko settles. So you get to the bottom of your mug and it's hotter than the top.
We do try to keep it, but it just which is gonna be real fun when we get to the bottom of the keg.
Yes.
You remember last time?
Yeah.
Got to the bottom of the keg, it was straight fire, even though the rest of the keg was reasonable.
Yes.
We're gonna kill somebody.
If you're interested,
2 weeks ago, I thought we were going to have our first death in Bardic. This might be our actual first death in Bardic.
What happened?
A gentleman was having difficulty with his back, and it wasn't working out so well. He was totally fine. All was well. Old injuries, that kind of thing.
I thought you were talking to somebody who tried Zuko without realizing it was hot.
No.
Anyway, so summer ween. So if you're curious about the names for any of those, go watch Gravity Falls.
Definitely,
they're all Gravity Falls references.
Yeah. Bit of a shout out to Mystic Mead. Their Weird Mageddon is shaping up to be even better. If you had it last year, you're gonna want it this year.
Yes, you are.
We are, because they're some of our best friends. They are our best friends. We're privy to a little bit of behind the scenes detail.
Weird dream to have.
We're privy to a little bit of behind the scenes detail, and you should follow them on social media. Ask them yourselves. But basically, they've got a whole ton of cool stuff just waiting in the pipe. It's almost ready. You're going to see a lot of it at Bardic First. You will probably see some of it elsewhere too, which I am so thrilled for them.
Yes.
They're on that cusp of where things just all of a sudden take off, and hang on, you better make sure you're buckled up, because things are going to be crazy real fast.
They've been in the unfortunate place of having to do a lot of behind the scenes work.
Oh, behind the scenes work is so hard.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And then you couple, actually having to have a job.
I know.
Two of them, which is like weak.
Right.
I mean, what the heck? And
also dogs.
Fur babies.
Yeah.
Their dogs are so cool.
I know.
I'm not a dog person, but those two dogs,
they're good.
Those are my nephews and nieces. They're the best. I kind of like them a lot.
Your fur nephew and
my
niece.
Fur nephew and my fur niece. Yep, they're pretty cool. So watch out for Mystic Mead stuff. Follow them online, because dang, you're going to start seeing them everywhere, and it's going to be
so good,
really cool. So, just if you don't know what they are, you have the really, really fine, like, Hierophant mead, and that's like I drink brandy with my cigar, and then I have a nice Hierophant mead in the end of the evening. That's them, which is great. Good for them. They make high quality stuff.
Oh yes.
And then you have other mead, and then you've got and then you have Mystic right in the middle, which is so approachable, and so it's like, I'm scared because I don't like meats, and they like pat you on the shoulder. It's like, it's okay. You don't need to be scared, but they're also not high society. And it's just so approachable and so good and so well made.
They've
but
got the
it's
quality
nice.
of Hierophant, but the approachability of, I don't know. They're approachable.
It's best friend mead.
Yes.
It's not high society mead where you don't really like them, but you rub shoulders with them because they're snobby. And it's not I'm rubbing alcohol through old toast mead. It's it's best friend mead. Yes. I would call it that. So next.
I'm pretty sure we're to random recommendations
already. Oh, it is 40 already. Okay. Well, I have mine.
We got through all the things. Good. You go ahead.
Do you know yours?
I do know mine.
Okay. I recommend.
I wondered why that was sitting over there.
So I recommend the Raspberry Pi.
What is the Raspberry Pi?
I'm so glad you asked. It is this itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dots computer. It is a tiny little, you can get it for $40, fully operational computer. It can run twin 4K displays.
That's a computer.
This is a computer.
Yeah.
It's got USB-C. It has high-speed USB. It has network. It has Wi-Fi. It has a really powerful graphics card. You couldn't run like Call of Duty on it, but you can run Doom. You can run Doom on a potato chip. You can run Doom on anything. But this thing is, it's outrageously cheap. The card plus the memory card, size of your thumbnail, plus the box, plus the fan, plus everything you need, $100.
Well, and it's probably been updated since we purchased it.
It has. This one's actually pretty darn close to the latest and greatest. But the most powerful one on the planet is still, with all the case, with all the fan, with all the extras, all the gadgets, $100. You can get into these things for $10. If you're an enthusiast or a programmer and you want to do something great,
you want to do all the things.
I get one for $10 and I can have loads of fun with it.
I could not.
For $100, computer, free software, everything else. But that's not. But wait, there's more. The continuation of my random recommendation of the week is the software called RetroPie. Retro is in retro gaming. So RetroPie is a free suite of software that runs on the Raspberry Pi. Imagine that.
I got that wrong.
The Pi is what we're after there. Sorry. It was the Pi. That's okay. Anyway, RetroPie lets you run all of the old classic Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Atari, Sega Genesis, even N64, especially if you have the latest and greatest Raspberry Pi. You can run all those things. Finding those games is on you.
Most importantly,
you have to find the right way to get those.
Secret of Mana runs on it.
It runs Secret of Mana. So you do have to come up with the games on your own. Presumably you do so through legitimate means. But the software to run them is free. And it runs on the Raspberry Pi brilliantly. It's so easy to set up. You literally just click, put it on there. You plug the sucker in. It's like, hey, what am Wi-Fi? It's like, am that? And away you go. It also comes with, I'm so happy about this, you can get classic Super Nintendo controllers.
And yes, they do have the cord.
But they don't have to.
They don't have to.
You can get Bluetooth version, or no, you can get Bluetooth versions of these. So they are totally cordless. You can just sit on your couch with your HDMI 4K
Secret of Mana
running on your $100 console. I love this thing. Hey, baby, you busy tonight?
Secret of Mana
it is so time to run through Secret of Mana again.
Secret of Mana.
So we're literally waiting for the next episode of Picard. I think we need to play Secret of Mana while we're waiting.
Start Halo though.
Yeah, and it's all right, but we should play Secret of Mana.
I enjoyed it.
It was great, but
I've been playing Secret of Mana since 4th grade, and I never beat it until we got married and played it together.
I've never played it.
You've played it.
I've never gotten further than that sword in the lake.
Yeah, you really didn't.
And it's because I'm obsessive and I have to become all powerful before I will even face the first enemy.
Yeah.
That was how I play.
That was kind of our first wait, I play this differently than you.
I really want to play that with you again.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get some nice snackies tonight.
Ooh, yes.
We get some nice snackies. We could snuggle up. We could play video games together, and occasionally I could reach over and do this on your head.
Man, Monday
This is how you treat a woman right.
Is that your random recommendation?
That is my random recommendation of the week. Get yourself a Raspberry Pi, have programming fun. Get yourself Retro Pi, slap it on there. Get yourself some Super NES controllers. Procure some games, presumably legitimately, and have fun with your date. Treat her
Yay.
well, or him well, or whatever. I don't care. Treat them well.
My random recommendation is 59 Escape. So
Oh, yes.
they are the escape room that we kind of prefer. We've only really ever gone to one other escape room, and it was a lot of fun. I just feel like this one executes their...
I would say 59 Escape is more immersive.
Yes. Yep.
The other one is great.
Yeah.
They're more like, no, I'm on a pirate ship.
Yes.
Instead of, that's kind of cute. It looks like a pirate ship.
Yeah. So we have done, Mark and I have done 3 of the 4 rooms that are available now. They are creating a 5th room, which we're super excited about. But their prices are reasonable.
Yeah.
I think it's like $18 or something for an hour of an immersive experience, which, I mean,
I have spent more on less entertainment.
yeah. They can vary the levels. So if you have never done an escape room, or maybe you're bringing in people who haven't, or kids, or you just want something that's a little bit, light and fun, you can get like an easy setting, or you can go to a harder setting, which next time we take the crew, I think I'm going to tell them, like, do the hardest you can.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. I'm going to do
Um,
Diamond Heist, and I want it on level 11
yes.
out of 4.
Um,
That's going to be it.
well, no, the mad scientist.
Well, we already
was-
did the hardest one.
But
And we
I
just
think
totally
it was
destroyed it.
But I think it was on the easy setting. So
Oh, well, then we need to redo it on the hard setting.
So they have a DB Cooper theme. So DB Cooper is the only person to ever not hijack a plane, take a plane hostage and get away. He's 1970s or something. He claimed to have a bomb. He got a whole bunch of money. He parachuted off of the plane. Never been found.
It was either Loki or it was an inside job by the airlines to collect tax or insurance money. There is no in between.
Sure. So they have the DB Cooper theme. They have a Pirates Cove theme, which was really immersive.
That was my first. I loved it.
That was a lot
That
of fun.
was so good.
Then they have a Mad Scientist theme, which is the one that we did on Friday. And kind of the idea of that is you have a mad scientist who is trying to create a cure, accidentally created a virus.
Did create the cure.
Created the cure, but also
created some
accidentally
crazy
created
new
a
virus.
virus. And then bad guys
Whoopsie.
were trying to come in and steal the virus so that they could spread it. And you were supposed to go in and find the cure and the virus, kind of a thing. Super cool. And then they've got the Diamond Heist one, which we haven't done yet. Andrea did it. She said it was a lot of fun. And then they're creating a new one, and we don't know anything about it. Except the area that they're using is really big.
The only thing we know about it is it's big, and we're gonna do it.
Yes.
So,
No, the one that you did was at another escape room place.
these things are great.
Yeah, I noticed while we were there that they do a mobile escape room. So I was thinking that might be fun to look into for maybe like a Mug Club event or something.
That could be so much fun.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll have to see. Yeah. It's the whole thing is a lot like Myst.
Yeah.
You're just gonna plopped in an environment. It's like, there you go, solve the problems,
Yep.
and you have to look around and find the solutions. And I
Yep.
love them. They're
Yep.
so great.
there's a game master who's monitoring the game, and they'll send you little hints or clues every once in a while if you like seem to be getting stuck. Like,
there's nothing under that desk. Stop looking there.
yeah. And depending on the game master, they'll give you a really good amount of time, so it's not like, oh, maybe it's over here, don't touch that, or don't go that way. But you didn't even let me like go look at it.
That's an exposed high voltage line. Don't touch that. Okay, that's fair.
They are better prepared than that.
I know. Our last game master was so cool.
She was great.
Man,
yeah.
she knew what was up. She made that a fantastic experience.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's my random recommendation.
Solid.
Thank you.
Disco Janet.
Disco Janet. I think that's about it.
I think that's about it. I mean, if there's anything else, come find us and ask us.
Yes.
I mean, shoot. Oh no, you got to come into Bardic again.
Oh no.
Boyfriend's gone. Yeah. Neat.
So,
Okie dokie.
we love you guys. We'll see you. Bye.
Bye.